So let's see how the kick goes today for SVG. Wow, 5th in a row, Shane. But you said, hey, I've got a right rear tire issue. Was that the smoke we saw in that final lap?
Yeah, it just started getting hot and sliding around, but what an awesome race. Kyle and Christopher driving really good and got a little rough, but man, the battle was awesome. And with the Tech Chevy, I lost it a little bit at the start of stage 3, and whatever they did for the rest of the race, unbelievable. Really enjoyed that, and it was a long time waiting, hoping the yellow wasn't going to come out.
Yeah, I want to ask you about that rough racing with the 5 and the 20. I mean, you had to get elbows out, didn't you? Because you said, hey, at Bristol, I didn't like it when the non-playoff guys raced me that way.
Yeah, like I gave him a little bump at 7 by accident, and he just slammed me, and that sort of set it off. But I'm all for it. It was fun, and I hope he's not too pissed off. But hope it was good to watch, too.
That's right, Marty. Out by 4 points and 2 mistakes on the day by Ross, but 2 rebounds. Put yourself in a position in the closing laps where you had to have the drive of your life. Your spotter, Brandon McReynolds, said before the last lap, I need a perfect lap. You need a perfect lap. If you had that last lap back, what would you do differently?
I'd restart the whole day, Kim. For our Busch Light Chevy, Trackhouse Racing, they expect so much more out of me. And to speed on pit road, I got to go back. I went off the end of pit road and didn't turn. Thought I had more room and just trying to get to the yellow line and just completely started the downfall there, and then came off out of the pit stall and double clicked up into 3rd, and just unforced errors, just terrible. So it's heartbreaking for almost 200 employees at Trackhouse, of our teammates, our ECR engines, everybody that makes this go around with Jockey and the Moose and Kubota. It's you know, Justin hired me to carry this one car and to drive it and to be the leader, and I just completely unraveled our day. We definitely had the speed on the last lap. Yeah, I missed turn 7. I downshifted the first, slid the rear tires, and let the 11 by. So, yeah, not acceptable. Like, just completely, you know, just completely unacceptable.
Unacceptable. How do you kind of come to terms with the mistakes that were made today?
Well, knowing that no one else had a hand in it but me. The WISE program gave me everything I needed. GM, Chevrolet, Trackhouse. So I can go to bed knowing that they're building me to be the best I can be, but I've got to make those right decisions in those moments where I'm not on autopilot, but when I come out of the pit stall, I'm just getting to my lights, and I pulled twice. And when I went to the end of pit road, I didn't turn because I want to get to the end of the yellow line, and I needed to just turn the wheel. It's really simple. So, yeah, it's terrible to get to this level and not perform. It's when you watch and you learn and you study for half your life to get here and to fail is a terrible feeling right now. And I will wake up tomorrow and go right back to work. That doesn't make it any better for our partners and for all of my teammates that are really upset with me right now. I know the 11's mad. I'm sure I would be too. He got by me clean and was giving me room, and he got by me clean, and I wiped him out. So just have to wake up tomorrow and go back to work, though.
Ross Chastain eliminated here at the Roval, Parker.
Right, and on the flip side of that, Joey Logano advances. So in that final 2 laps, did you realize how close it was between you and Ross Chastain?
Yeah, everyone was telling me how close it was going to be there, and gosh, what a... Man, fans are... Is that me? Is that who they're booing at? Oh, well. Hey, we're still in. We're still alive, baby. We're still going. I'm so excited. Such a close finish there. And, yeah, I knew it was within a point there. And I knew we were going to be tied there at the end. And Ross was going to do whatever he had to do to make it happen. This wasn't quite fast enough today with our car. But overall, man, it's the drama of the playoffs, right? If you want drama, the playoffs bring it every time. What an entertaining finish there. And to come down to, you know, like I said, a tie there basically at the end before the wreck. So proud of Paul Wolf. Made some really hard calls today. 3-stop in the end there, kind of an audible there at the end. Just our fall off was a little bit too much. So making that call there at the end was ultimately what kept us there in the game with just a few left. So, you know, as a championship performance from the team, wish I was a little faster, but overall, and I couldn't be more proud of the team, and we still got a shot.
Serious drama here at the Roval. Right, Marty, we're catching up here, Denny, right now. So, Denny, did you realize the position that Ross was in there when you went by him on the final lap?
No, I did not. I'll be honest with you. I didn't know if I was racing for 10th or 30th. I didn't know anything about anything on that last run. I wasn't very good. I know that. I missed my marks a ton. Just didn't do a good job driving. But I saw the one. Yeah, because I didn't even hear anything from the spotter about like closing or anything. So I didn't know anything about anything going on. But obviously the one was in a position there, and obviously we got caught in it. But I didn't. I wish I would have known. It's just the one was slipping. I was not great, but I'm like, this is another spot. Move me up in the metric for qualifying next week. That was my motivation to get. I guess I was racing for about 18th or so.
Would you want to talk to Ross after that? What you saw there?
No, I don't fault Ross at all. I wish I knew, so I could have been either prepared or made a different decision.
Denny wanted that information, Kim.
And Chase Elliott comes home to finish 8th. You guys were already locked into the next round via your win last weekend. But when I talked to crew chief Alan Gustafson this morning, he said it was important to keep up the intensity and kind of the sense of urgency. Do you feel like you guys did that today?
I do, yeah. I mean, we're just trying to do something different on the strategy front. Unfortunately, never really went our way. I thought our pace was actually respectable. I mean, to restart, in the mid-20s there, behind 20th place on a couple of occasions and, get back inside the top 10. I feel like we were decent. Just, needed to have something kind of go our way with the way we were running it. But, overall, I thought it was a solid day for us and certainly gave it our best effort and excited to get to Vegas.
And Bubba Wallace misses the transfer by 24 points. You guys needed a spectacular day, fell a little bit short. Where was it missing here for you today?
Last week. Just was thrown for a loop with his tire. And, it's funny. You look at myself and Denny, a couple others at short tracks where when tires degrade, we're pretty good at being able to save tire. And him and I both suck on road courses, and we can't save tires on road courses. So it's just frustrating. It's back to how I was a couple years ago, frustrated itself, just knowing what's on the line, and didn't produce, but it wasn't from a lack of effort. I appreciate everybody on this team pushing hard. This one sucks worse than last week for sure. I really had high hopes for this year, and it is what it is.
In terms of what you saw today out of the tire and the race, were there any surprises after knowing there was going to be no grip and high fall off?
No, I mean, a lot of people don't like this place, this track. Love the place, but the Roval is the Roval, and you just add in another element, and for me, it just creates frustration. So, and that's all because I haven't figured it out yet. So I still got a lot of work to do, but I thought that was proper tire fall off, just got to keep pushing for more.
And the 19 team of Chase Briscoe transfers via 19 points to the good on the cut line. You finished 14th here today, but you battled through some adversity. You weren't feeling well. I know you had some nausea behind the wheel. How were you able to overcome that?
I don't know. It was definitely an odd day. We just weren't that great in the first place. I don't know. Whatever, they gave me a little pill at the beginning, and I felt way better. I was just getting so dizzy at the beginning. I've kind of been fighting something all week. I sound terrible, I'm sure. After those first 20 laps, I was able to kind of just feel fine. There at the end, I was struggling a little bit, but I was also just kind of cruising, just trying not to make a mistake. So, it wasn't a super pretty day for our Bass Pro Shop Track or Toyota, but it was good enough. That's all we needed to do.
As you look at the next round and the kickoff next weekend at Vegas, how optimistic are you about what the team can do there?
Yeah, I feel really good about it. I felt like this is the one round that was kind of going to be the biggest struggle for us. New Hampshire's not a great place for me. This place is obviously chaotic as can be, and I feel like next round, with the exception of Talladega, they're kind of more traditional tracks. So yeah, I feel really good about it. I know a mile and a half wise would be good. Talladega, we just got to go there and see what happens. And then Martinsville, I thought we were pretty decent there earlier. So yeah, I feel like we definitely have a path to get there. More than likely, we'll probably have to win, but you never know with the playoffs. So, yeah, we'll see what we can do.
And Tyler Reddick misses the transfer. Really needed a win today. Ultimately finishes 10th. After starting from the pole, though, so where did it go wrong for you in the 45 team?
It's hard to say exactly. I didn't think there was many points in the race where we lost a lot of track position. Maybe one restart stack up, we lost like 4 or 5 spots. But I think the biggest thing that kind of played into it is we just didn't quite have the long run pace. Obviously, Shane has kind of continued to just kind of be in his own zip code there, but even more so compared to some of the other competitors too. So that's one thing for us. Looking at it, we were only minus 12 of the cut line. I mean, Billy were talking about it, possibly could have chased points, but it's hard to know how it's going to play out at the start of the day. So, some things that we can continue to work on for our road course program. But, we kind of went for it there in the closing laps, hoping for a caution. And, we lost some spots there, but at the end of the day, that's not a big deal.
And Austin Cindric suffered early damage that put him behind the wall to get it fixed. Ultimately took you out of the ability to transfer pretty early in the race. How hard was it mentally just to fight through the rest of the Roval?
Yeah, I mean, once it's over, it's over. When you get the damage, go to the Raj. I mean, we have to win. So kind of made our own bet in that sense. So it's not like today was our entire season or the reason for it, but definitely not the day we would have wanted in our Richmond Menards Ford Mustang. And pretty challenging conditions. And, I wish we would have been able to have a fighting chance. I know it sounds pretty standard to say in these situations, but I am exceptionally proud of my race team in the 2-car for a lot of obstacles this week, a lot of obstacles today. I'm sitting in my race car feeling sorry for myself, and one of my guys comes in and puts a cold bottle of water and replaces the warm bottle of water in my cup holder, and I about cried because, it's just such a great team, and I want to do the absolute best for those guys. And they're on it, and they deserve to continue to move on. And I felt like we had an awesome season, an awesome shot to continue to race for a championship. But this round just chewed us up and spit us out, and you'll have that.
Christopher Bell finishes third here at the Roval. You were in that tight battle with the 5 of Larson, the 88, but it seemed to slip away from you guys in third stage there.
I think me and the 5 both, adjusted our strategy once we got beat and the 88 beat us. We're like, all right, well, we're going to do something different and try and hopefully better ourselves if there's a yellow flag or something like that. So, I don't know, man. Just more of the same on these road courses. That is super, super impressive what that 88 group is doing. And I don't know, the bar is so far up there we can barely see it right now. And I just don't understand it. I'm sure all of us are saying the same thing. I mean, it's one thing. It's just rear tires. For some reason, he can keep the rear tires on it longer than we can. And we just go loose with laps. And, it was a great race for the best of the rest.
There was a point there on a restart where you were actually able to get by him and get to the lead there. And you mentioned being good on short run versus his ability on the long run. Did that give you a glimmer of hope that maybe he had figured it out?
Not really. It's pretty... You could tell that he was, taking it easy on the short run, through the oval section, like NASCAR 1 and 2, NASCAR 3 and 4. He was just running part throttle and staying off the gas and kind of coasting through there. So it was, he had the field stacked up. The 5 was getting pressured, and then he was pressuring me, and he was just trying to take care of his tires. So I don't know, Parker.
Ryan Blaney finishes 13th here at the Roval, but we always talk about if you can win in this round, that the Roval could be fun. Was it any fun today?
Yeah, a little bit different race for us. Obviously, we wanted to run as good as we could. But I think our main goal was, can we win a stage or two and try to make a run at the race, win. And we were able to win the second stage there, so that was good. And then kind of coming from the back, the start of the third stage. And I thought I could have ran 7th to 9th. And I was 10th on the last lap trying to run down Chase, and I missed the backstretch chicane. So that cost us a few spots. But, overall a good day. Proud of the effort. Got better all weekend. Honestly, I didn't feel very good yesterday in practice, and we got better and better through the race. So that's something to be proud of, and looking forward to going to Vegas. So appreciate Discount Tire and Ford Racing for what they do. And I can't wait to get out there out west next week, see what we got.
Ryan Blaney, the 12 team, looking on to the next round. William Byron just misses out on the top 10 with 11th place finish, but that doesn't fully describe the day. It seemed like a bit of a struggle. We knew all the tire wear issues that were out there, but you guys really struggled going on the long run.
Yeah, we just it was good for us to just short everything until the third stage, and then we kind of made the tires last 3 or 4 laps longer. So I don't know, it just kind of felt like on restarts, if we got pressured, we just couldn't save our stuff and got used up. So, yeah, just move on from this day for sure. It's good to advance in the playoffs, and that's what really matters. So it's really a 3-race season coming up, so just got to get ready for Vegas and do a good job there.
I feel like this was an uncharacteristic day for you guys in a lot of respects, this 24 team. How do you kind of put it behind you and focus on the next round?
Yeah, it's really kind of been an uncharacteristic round. We did really well at New Hampshire, which we typically don't, and then the other two were just not great. So just a little confusing, but we did what we needed to do, and that's really, I think, what matters at this point. So yeah, just got to go into Vegas and do our jobs there and bring the speed.
William Byron, the 24 team, looking on to the next round. It was an absolutely wild day here at the Roval with immense tire wear. A top 5 for Michael McDowell. What was that experience like today?
Well, it was fun. The tire fall off was awesome. Goodyear did a great job. That's what we've all been asking for, mixed strategy, having to conserve. That part was a lot of fun. Delaware Life Chevrolet was close. We had top 5 speed most of the day. Just didn't quite have enough to hang with those, top 3 or 4 guys. And when I would push it to hang with them, I paid the price on the long run. So I had to run, my pace on the front end of the run to hold on well. But, Travis Peterson, all the guys did a good job calling the race. I think we executed a good day. Just bummed we didn't have a little bit more to hang there, but proud of the effort. We'll keep building. The Hendrick engine shop was really good. Engine ran great all day, and you could buzz the tires in first, second, and third gear, so that was fun. Felt like we had 900 horsepower again. But so it. A little bit disappointed, but at the same time, happy with how we executed.
And Chris Buescher started the race here at the Roval in the 5th position, stayed top 5 all day, ultimately finishing 4th. Is this a day that you and the 17 team walk away proud?
Yeah, for sure. Not proud enough, but that was a great day for us. I think about the Roval and where we've been with the next-gen car, and that was a huge step for us. So proud to bring this 5th Third Bank Ford Mustang out here and be able to run top 5 all day and and be able to finish there, right? Have a good, clean race, good execution. That was really proud of the team. And unfortunately, not being in the playoff hunt, it gives us a little bit of ability to try some things, and we were able to come do that and obviously hit on some stuff. So that'll set us up nicely for next year road courses and Roval, which is crazy to think about. But yeah, solid day. Just wanted a little more yet.
Buescher continuing to show his prowess on road courses.
Kyle Larson finishes runner-up, but I want to go back to that battle there. You were probably the most competitive against the 88 of Shane Van Gisbergen. When you guys started to get into it, were you just sending a message a little bit?
A little bit, because, he was so much faster than me, and he bombed it in on 7 and could have spun me out, so I was a little bit upset with that. So figured I could pressure him, and maybe he'd make a mistake and whatnot, and just make it exciting for the fans. But no, it was fun. He's just so good, and he kicks everybody's butt. So you try to learn behind him, but he pulls away so fast it's hard to. And honestly, I thought when I got to the lead there, I thought I was managing my tires as good as I could, and really not spinning them and anything like that. And he was still murdering me on the long run. So. I know he is extremely good. I also think his car probably allows him to, just free roll a bit more. I was pretty tight, and I feel like sometimes when you're tight in a stock car, you have to work your rear tires too tough. So, yeah, get our car a little bit better. But overall, it was a great day. So happy with my team. We executed an awesome race, had some good restarts there to get to the lead, and just came up 1 spot short, but 15 seconds behind us, it looks like.
Well, we appreciate the show. As we look ahead to the next round, I feel like you guys are really on an upswing. Does this give you some of that momentum as we go deeper in the playoffs?
I hope so. It's so hard to kind of build rhythm and momentum in the Cup Series, I feel like. But, I feel like we have been building. And although there's no more road courses left, I still feel good about the next round. Vegas has been a great track for us. So I go there with high hopes. Talladega, we've been doing really good on super speedways this year, but you just never know what will happen at those places. And then Martinsville's been, a really good track for us, honestly, with the 5 teams. So I do like this next round, how it shapes us up for us, but it's tough. I don't even know who all the 8 is in there, but everybody's really, really good. So it'll be difficult as always, but we'll see what we got.
It's good vibes for Kyle Larson, the 5 team.
Hi folks, Lee Diffie from NBC Sports. If you enjoyed what you just watched, well, it's time to bring the action and subscribe to the Motorsports on NBC YouTube channel. You can have it all: news, highlights, interviews, and analysis. So go for it.